Blaised. Blaised. Get blazed. Get blazed. Blaised. Get blazed. Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back with another episode of Get Blazed. Good to see everybody here. We got everybody in the house. See a jiggle in here. Oh boy. We got Cougs in the house. We got Tenu's in the house. We got Blade Charge in the house. We got Mordrin, Joker. Simon's here. Clint's here. Logan's here. You saw all the names. Everybody is here. We got so much to get a hold of to talk about here tonight. I really don't have any choice but to really seriously just get right to it. We will be announcing the nomination options for the year-end awards. So that's coming up here tonight too. We are packed with a lot of stuff here today. So if you're tuning in, this is the time to be here. We're going to cover everything and summarize the state of LTD address, what's going down, what's going up and down, how it is. Yeah, I know.
Got him!
Yeah. And most people, when they hear me, they just hear this.
Blah, 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 blue, blue, blue.
All right. You know how I am with soundboards. I'll get carried away. Cougars in the house celebrating 4 years of membership. I do want to thank all the members, everybody out there that kept this ball rolling for quite some time. You see right on your screen there, October has a lot going on. And I promised a more fun October. There's no lightning or thunder. Let's leave it at that. So I appreciate people been stopping by, popping in, hanging in. We got Redneck Avenger. We got Patti in the house. It's amazing what we got going on, folks. And it's only going to be more fun. It's more of a challenge to me because there's so many of you that I definitely want to try to, as I could steal the House of X's, stay entertaining. Try to be creative. Try to do stuff new. Twist it around. Monstars in the house. What's happening? All right. We're going to talk about the Masquerade Ball. We're going to talk about the champions. Let's get right to it. Your champions will have titles defended today and on next Saturday at the Masquerade Ball, and maybe one more after that. But within the next week or so, we'll have all the titles defended. Some of them have had the titles for quite some time, like the G6. You see there with Drum Monkey, Turmoil, and Jester. Cougar dropping a donation. $20. Oh, Coug's in the building. Appreciate that. I have allergies driving me up a freaking wall. That time of the year, I'm all stuffed up. But we'll get through it. Brandon Bones in the building. What's happening? Shall we play a game? Game night is a lot of people's favorites because of, big shout out to Cougs. Appreciate you. I keep forgetting when I'm on StreamYards, I can show all your comments. And then I can hold you accountable and make you feel like a fool for some of the dumb stuff that you guys post out there. No, laugh. Thank you. That's a quick gunshot. The gong is all right. Oh, yeah. It's more of a good gong than a bad gong. All right. So there's your champions. The roster. I say this all the time when I show a roster. If you were on the roster last month and your name's not on there right now we are running the alien angle where there's like a dozen people missing. That could be one of you, or it might be a longer time. Just drop me a DM. We could talk about it if you're going to be around again, because now more than ever, and you'll notice that you guys that are here in the chat are the ones within a week. You guys are all here. Like every time I do an open poll or something, and I have you guys vote on something in a Discord or whatever, within a couple of days, we get it all done. For goodness sakes, we got the company all back up and downloaded in just a couple of days when that shit crashed. Odds is here. Jesse's here. Redneck Avengers here. Great to see everybody. Everybody saying what's up to everybody. So, yeah, this is the list of everybody right now. Give or take a few. Plus, we have managers now going into the gift of gab. We have those managers at the bottom, which are still part of the roster. Some of them fight. Some of them don't fight. It's all about that. Tag teams, G6 teams, mixed Monarch teams. There's some that still need touched up, changed. If there's new ones, if someone has a different one, change a name, whatever, let me know. These are all the tag teams. If you don't have a tag team or a mixed tag and you want one, now you know who has a team, and go reach out to the other people. All right. So briefly going through some of this stuff. The Red October map. Now, this is something I'm throwing out to you guys to use for Gift of Gab. When we go into the Gift of Gab, still here on the moon, here's a map to use. Hey, I was at the Golden Pyramid. I stopped at the Redneck Ranch. As I was driving down towards the Mass Hysteria Theater, I saw something was going on at the MAD lab, and I went there. Whatever. If you want to make up new areas, use the map for your promos and whatnot as we start Gift of Gab soon, which is a promo boost tournament, which anyone doesn't know what that is. The game still decides who wins. but the boost will be given to those who do promos in the Discord or audio and video promos. Today is an information dump. So we're going to hold off. I might play a promo or two on the show later on today, but we are ramping up for Gift of Gab. There will be more promos here on the air today. And with the last couple shows, it's been an information dump. I just want to give you all the information of what's going on in LTD, review, preview what's coming up. So you have a resource so I could say, hey, go back, watch the podcast. That's where all the information was given. So there's a lot going on, as you saw, just in 1 month. This is all like the major event. So it's like we just did Supercards all month long, basically. And we brought C&K back. We brought all these other people back. We have the alien invasion going on. We're on the moon. Like, I like having all that wild, weird shit going on. Like, use your imaginations, guys. That's what it's all about. It's a video game show, board game, all wrapped into one. And that's what the old Dungeons and Dragons comparison's always there. So we are going to announce the new members of the Great Hall momentarily. And if you're in the chat and you're wondering if you got voted, into the Great Hall this time around, it's not you. Because those who already got voted in know they're already here. So if you're wondering if it was you, it's not you. Stop worrying. But we do have. All right. I get it. We do have representatives for at least half of them. 2 of them. We have 4. So 2 of them will be talking to them in the green room momentarily. The new members of the Great Hall. Obviously, Red October is always a theme for October. The Masquerade Ball is always a big thing because we tie in the Halloween aspect and our anniversary, which is on Devil's Night, the night before Halloween. Now, unless I do a surprise show, I don't think there's going to be a Halloween show this year, but we do have the 30th and the 1st. And we're going to go over a bunch of match cards here in a little bit. I have everything written out all the way through the first round of Gift of Gab. So, yes, if you're in Gift of Gab, you're going to know who your first round opponent is on this show. If you are not into Gift of Gab and you're on the active roster, you're going to know your match coming up in the Triple Threat briefcase. So you're either in the Gift of Gab or the Triple Threat briefcase, or you're not on the roster. And if you're not on the roster, drop me a DM. We'll see about always getting people back in. It's never been a problem. Sometimes it's been a problem. Okay. So as I said, once we get to the Gift of Gab part, that's when I'll be hopefully showing a bunch of your promos. Use creativity, man. Use your creativity for your promos. Do promos together. Use the AI stuff. Don't let the AI write your promo. But if you want to make a video with some of that AI video stuff, fun, man. Give it a shot. But we're gonna buzz through here. The only people I did send a link to today were those who got in or getting inducted into the Great Hall. So it's good to see everybody here. Monstar, Storm, RA, Clint, Sarah. And we did kind of bend a few rules for the Gift of Gab. So we normally have one character per person, one call per person. But we have a couple alts for the manager role part because they're just going to play manager. Add in. I wanted to give people as many tools to do promos. One tool is right here because I'm going to be Schmooze Sunshine Rex Blaze. So I got my work cut out for me too. And I'm going to try to do some as well in the competition. If you can, yeah, I've only invited a couple people. Here's what Halloween's all about. Da, 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 da. You guys remember this stuff? Jiggly jiggles. So we got the masquerade ball coming up. We got a bunch of people that have dressed up as chickens and dogs and frogs and fishes and cats. We got babies and gladiators and gobbledygookers and knights. And so we have a list already. The ladies always come through with some costumes as well. I found these when I was doing the slideshows for the Great Hall inductees. We even do a little horror movie. Rawr. We got our own Monstars here every once in a while. Spider-Man, my favorite, is always a good Spider-Man. So we'll have throughout the week, we'll have costumes again. Now, from this list, if you don't have a costume by now, you're probably not going to have a costume because of the list. It's more than that. We got a bunch. People sent in some of their own. I think I'm waiting on one or two more. But Blade Charge is a baby. You're always a baby. It's time for the Great Hall. But before we crown those at the Great Hall, you know, it wouldn't be me if I didn't give us a little commercial break and make you wait type of deal. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be right back to announce the 4 newest members of the Great Hall right after these messages.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Midnight Hobo presents Real Hobos of Genius.
Real hobos of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Silent Killer Gas Passer.
Mr. Silent Killer Gas Passer.
Last night you had the enchilada combo platter. This morning the 3 cheese omelet with broccoli. This afternoon, you're a ticking time bomb.
Tick, 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 tick.
Because of you, a simple elevator ride is suddenly a 42-floor plummet into the very bowels of hell.
Take my breath away.
Who did it? Who cares? Sweet mercy, please, just someone light a match.
Sweet, sweet mercy.
So crack open an ice-cold midnight hobo, old ninja of the nasty. And while you're at it, crack open a window, you nasty-ass son of a bitch.
Mr. Silent Killer Gas Passer.
Midnight Hobo Brewing Company, Desperation, Nevada.
Jesus, this commercial stinks.
Mr. Yuck is me. Mr. Yuck is green.
Home is full of lots of things that children shouldn't touch. Home is full of bad things that can hurt you very much. Now there's a man whose face is green that you ought to get to know. He'll warn you when danger's coming fast or slow. Get to know his face in every single place. When you see it, you'll know quick. Things marked yuck make you sick, 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 sick. Mr. Yuck is me. Mr. Yuck is green.
Everybody, welcome to the Shag Hotel. Women love the wood, and pleasure is guaranteed. So come on down to the Shag Hotel. Tell your friends, and don't forget to bring protection.
That's the Jackhammer Shag Hotel, where everyone can jack it and get hammered. Haha, we service everyone with whatever services are required. Just come to the back door and knock 3 times. That's what she said. That's the Jackhammer Shag Hotel. It's shagalicious, shagadocious. It's shagtastic. Shag Hotel. Get there now and get off.
Welcome to the Shag Hotel. Guaranteed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the goddess of pain.
Well, hello there. We see you lurking. You're in the shadows, in the rafters, maybe even in the bushes. Yeah, we know you're there. So while you're out there lurking and a jerking, why don't you jerk that finger on up there, hit the like button, and maybe the share button as well. Show some love for Blaised, McCoy, and LTD. We know you like it already because you're watching. You can come join us in the chat, really. You don't have to be shy. We won't bite. And if we do, it's not that hard. We'll make sure you enjoy it.
Professional lurkers are welcome. Feel free to stop in and leave a comment. We'll give you a shout out. Professional lurkers are welcome. Right here on the Blaze Radio Network, here on YouTube. Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
All right, we are back to our regularly scheduled program. All right. Let's get down to business and the beeswax. So, the Great Hall started back when we were in E-Fed, just in message boards and AOL Instant Messenger. Names like these, some of you guys probably don't recognize at all, but these are 24, 23 years ago. You see the dates on there. And then we came back in 2015 on Facebook. And a lot of these guys that you see here, their managers are the ones that helped bring me back in 2015, say, hey, let's bring this to Facebook and do some more shows, which were still all text and HTML. But eventually we found Wrestler Unstoppable, and then eventually YouTube, where we're at now. Scott Royal, you've seen here. So the original group of Great Hall members. And I didn't want to call it the Hall of Fame. I wanted it to be a little different. And I kind of stole it off. In Pittsburgh, they have a Steelers Great Hall in the building. So in 2022, which kayfabe wise, 3 years ago, so 2097, if you want to be story wise correct. And Pete Wall, Mr. U-Taker, Mordrin, Scott Royal officially got back in. People were like, why did he get invited twice? He's the linchpin. He's the connection between the old generation and the new generation, because Scott Royal came over to this generation. Then we found Bill Haight, which was crazy enough, that he was in the old generation, the original OGs. In 23, 2 years ago, we had Mrs. U-Taker, Sean Shamrock, the Enchanted Raven, and the aforementioned Bill Haight get inducted into the Great Hall. And then this was a hell of a class here. Now, just as a reminder, we'll talk about it a little bit in a bit. I'm kind of piling on the Great Hall stuff this year, so we get to a nice big class, and then I'm only going to do it once a year for a couple people. I'm going to make it, I wanted just to honor the OGs. These are the people who have almost all been here just about since day one on the YouTube digital side. So Cassie, Chance, Shulky, and Shifty got in. And I started, you'll see on the one graphic, started really up front loading the so there was a lot. 20. This is when we were doing the digital cards. I did one for the Great Hall, and these are all the ones inducted in the digital era, as I like to call it here on YouTube. And then it was Cowboy John, Goddess of Pain, Corey Quinn, and Riley Wolf. What a eclectic group that was to induct. Most recent one there. So that's your most recent people in. Leo's in the house. So here's your current Great Hall members. We're about to announce the newest member. Yeah, let's do a drum roll. Well, it's bongo drum roll. Hey, making you guys wait long enough. Big shout out to Leo and Jeff in the chat. Jesse. Who else we got? People are going to think I'm on coke. My nose is itching like crazy and my allergies are going crazy. Tiffany. Yeah. You got to do the laugh afterwards a little bit. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I've made you guys wait long enough. Spoiler alert. It is the guy in the chat who kind of just spoiled it a couple minutes ago, a couple seconds ago. It is the Blade Charge. Blade Charge is our first of 4 inductees this time around. Always say the man who saved the world, the Rocket Man. So Blade Charge did, he did allude to the fact that he couldn't make it to get on the air here right now, and I had just got done explaining that the only people who would even know about coming on the air today are the ones that are actually voted in today. Oops. Completely lost both of my earpieces. Don't really need this one anymore, to be honest. I had monitors all going all over the place like I'm plugged in or something. Actually, I am plugged in. So Blade Charge. I'm trying to grab everyone's card here. I should have done this beforehand. All right. Blade Charge is our newest, and we're going to take a look. He is in the chat, so make sure you guys congratulate Blade Charge in the chat. A 3-time Blitzkrieg champ, 3-time world champ, 2-time tag champ, former Crazy 8 champ, former Lethal champ, Grand Slam status. From the Steel City of Pittsburgh, we call him the ultimate underdog, the rocket scientist who saved the world, the beast of the blade, the Rocket Man. He's a Madness Asylum disciple as well. Yeah, everyone's congratulating Blade Charge. That's what I'm talking about. He's been with us for years, man. For years and years and years. Held tons of titles. And then obviously the main storyline is back. He's half sleepy and in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Yeah, we normally do. I didn't want to do this for a while because I didn't want to cause any grief between people. Triple Beats in the house. You know how some of these communities can get until we had the right roster. If I did anything like Stable War or Great Hall or these year-end awards we're going to talk about soon, half a bunch of people got their panties in a bunch, got pissed off, or you know how it gets in groups when you got to vote for shit and popularity contests and this and that. Yeah, it's a TV show. I'm going to try to put on an entertaining show for you guys. That's the bottom line. And Blade Charge has always played along, never gave any problems. Whether he was a champion or not, he showed up in the chat when he could. Blade Charge knows how these communities can get, running his own Fed, Valkyries of Wrestling, and people that run all female companies get shit for a while, and I can't stand when people do that. We can do whatever the fuck you guys want. If you want to do an all anime one or all women or all cartoons, do whatever you want. Yeah, the last year-end awards, it got a mess. And that's why I'm like, I'm not doing these no more because, it's too much. Plus, it's a lot of work for me. But this year, it's all up to you. You guys will nominate people and you guys will vote. I'm out of it. You guys are doing the voting and the nominations. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So I do have a little Blade Charge slideshow for him, though. So congratulations, Blade Charge. Hats off for you, my brother. I'll show off the bald dome. You've been a trooper. You've been a good friend. You're right down the street. I actually tried. I don't know if I told this story before. I tried to stop by where he works, and I went at an old place that he works, and I was trying to find him, and he wasn't at that location anymore. It was a different location, but I almost found you, Blade Charge. I almost found you. So the Great Hall, and then we're doing a show where you get to pick. So we have a show coming up from the Great Hall, and I almost had the graphic of the arena before I made these announcements, and it would have spoiled all four of the inductions. But Blade Charge, the first of 4 we're going to induct here tonight. And here's a little blast from the past. All the pictures that I had saved from Supercards and Stable Wars and stuff like that. Congratulations, Blade Charge. Well deserved, my friend. The Blade Charge.
That I made, I mapped out every step in life to hid away. Left me here, unable to find my way. Who killed the plan? Again, I set my sights so high. I dreamed of skies so bright, but life is a changing tide. Let's face it, embrace it. Nothing happens the way I planned it. Unexpected arises. I'll give it up, I'll give it up, baby. Who gave the plan that I had? It was all inside my head. I thought I had a say for a while in the kingdom of my life. Who killed the plan? What kind? Why stay lost so wide? I dreamed of skies so bright, but life is a changing tide. I'd give it up, baby. Let's face it, embrace it. Nothing happens the way I planned it. Unexpected arises. I'd give it up, baby. Let's dance with the unknown. I start striving for certainty. Universe has its own plans. I'll give it up, baby. I'll give it up, baby.
In the middle of the chaos, resilience we find. This unpredictable life shapes the heart and mind. Who killed the plan? Again, I set my sights so high. Who killed the plan? Again, our life is a changing.
Yes. To the Blade Charge. All right. Yeah, it's just my allergies. I'm not crying at all. Yeah, you guys know I always get emotional, especially for stuff like this. Members of the Great Hall, adding people. Like I always say, I wish I could put everybody in the Great Hall, and I hate doing this because then some people are like, why'd they get in, or why am I not there? And I've been here longer. I got more titles. It's not about titles or this and that. Like that helps. If you've been here for 7 years, you sure as hell should have had some championships and stuff. You know what I mean? But we have 3 more inductees. So let's get right down to it. Our next inductee is from the Battle Queen division. And it is the one and only Cougar Knight. Cougs, the fiery feline of anarchy. Yes, of course, I'm going to use my resources. I'm using my cards. A 4-time Battle Queen champ, a 4-time Double Duchess champ, a 3-time Tap Out Princess champ. She held the mixed Monarch champs. So she was like one of the first to have held 4 different titles as a Battle Queen. And for the men, Grand Slam is 4 singles titles. For the women, it's any 4 because they only have, 5 now. So definitely congratulations to Cougar Knight, Cougs. Don't call her any other words but those words, Cougar or Cougs. Jigglies, Jigs, Nose, or Mordrin, Prime Time, everybody wishing her congratulations. Cat Scratch Fever, the headlock driver. I like to mix music, like names of bands or names of their albums or names of their songs into, like, Rob Machete's a big Guns N' Roses guy. All of his signatures and finishers are named after Guns N' Roses songs, stuff like that. So Cat Scratch Fever is hers. Whenever she does that headlock driver too, I get to sing Cat Scratch Fever. Yes, well deserved. I mean, besides the fact how generous she is with the donations and stuff like that too, Santa Cougs, we joke around. She'll come in and gift memberships and stuff like that, which is pretty damn cool. That reminds me, game night, time to gift memberships. I'm going to give 5 memberships now in honor of Santa Cougs, and I'll give 5 more later on in the other show. I figured, what better time than now? So Eagles, that's AK. David Podan still comes around. Rob Gamer, haven't seen him. Also, Steve Kyan, haven't seen those guys in a while, but we got 5 new members. Congratulations to the 5 new members. And thank you, Cougar Knight. So, of course, now we'll take a little trip down memory lane of some highlights. Check out the highlights of Cougar Knight. Am I missing one? Dun, 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 behind the scenes action. I just want to make sure I have all 4 of these. Yeah, you're next. All right, Cougar Knight. Congratulations, Cougs. Much love. You deserve it. You're a doll. You've been here for so long. You're the shit. And you're number 1 in the chat. See, you're number 1. Greg John's in the house. Welcome in.
Fusty feline prowls the night. Mother anarchy, fierce and right. Strong yet vulnerable, a sight to see. Night's wild heart coming for thee. Hot-tempered gleam in her eye. With each roar, life's demons die. Sexy radiance burns like fire. Cougar Knight, your darkest desire. The chains rains down, fury drives you insane. Family first in the heart's embrace. Hear her roar, she'll win the race. Anarchy runs through her veins. Her wild heart can't be constrained. Sucks to be you, that's the truth. Beware the rage of Cougar's youth. She stalks the prey. Fear grips tight, you can't escape. Tears and fury melted tight. In the darkness comes her might. She's the force that breaks the chains. Rains down, fury drives you insane. Family first in the heart's embrace. Hear her roar, she'll win the race. The force that breaks the chains. Rains down, fury
it drives you insane. Family first in the heart's embrace. Hear her roar, she'll win the race.
Man, some of you guys, I'm not a big fan of country music, but some of your theme songs are making me like country, man. It's like some of these country jams are jamming. Cougar Night, congratulations. Well deserved. As I stated earlier, 4-time Battle Queen, 4-time Double Duchess, 3-time Tap Out Princess, and the mixed tag as well. The G6 is the only one she needs to have all 5. It's pretty crazy. There's Raves, another member of our great hall. Not here, just popping in. Okay, she's not here. Ignore her. She's not here. Thanks, Blade. I did them for a couple other people before. Luckily, I save all these screenshots and match cards things so that I can not to do this, but it just turns into something that works pretty good. We've done ones for other people before. Yeah, you guys will remember this one. Oh, who paid the DJ?
Yes, bitch. Ooh, this my song. I'm about to do it for the Yeti, bitch.
For the Yeti.
Fuck that
Oh, God.
shit.
For the Yeti. Oh, God. She gon' buzz it for the Yeti. Oh, God. She gon' buzz it for the Yeti. Nah, do it for the Do it for the Do it. Do it for the Do it for the Yeti. Do it for the Yeti. Do it for the Do it for the Yeti. Do it for the Yeti. She about to buzz it for the Yeti. She about to buzz it for the Yeti. It's time. She about to buzz it for the Yeti. It's time. She about to buzz it for the Yeti. Do it for the Yeti. Do it for the Yeti. Oh God. Do it for the Yeti. Do it for the Yeti. Oh God. Do it for the Yeti. Do it for the Yeti. Oh yeah. Do it for the Yeti. Do it for the Yeti. My God. Yeti, 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 Yeti. She gon' buzz it for the Yeti. Yeti, 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 Yeti. She gon' do it for the Yeti. Yeti, 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 Yeti. Hold up. Do it for the skinny girl. Do it for the. Do it for the. Do it for the skinny girl. Do it for the. Do it for the. Do it for the skinny girl. Do it for the. Do it for the. Do it for the skinny girl. Do it for the skinny girl.
I see the motherfucking titties on the Yeti. Okay, nipple rings, I don't think they ready. Getting ready with a passion. No waiting, no relaxing, I'm asking. Baby, don't crab like Sebastian. I'm laughing. That ass in the class that she passing. That ass in my class that my ass never asked. I'm never macking. They say my dog fresh, make it happen. At a bed, lose the panties, subtraction. On the Yeti with Charlie and Beamer. She wanna ride the wiener, just look at her demeanor. Damn, who the fuck is that? She a teaser. Do she live in the city, nigga? I ain't never seen her. Yeah, I like it when they bust it wide open. For real. But I love it when I'm deep inside stroking. I'm scrolling, trying to find where the hoes at. You might see him on the Yeti, nigga. I'm a
do it for the Yeti. Do it for the. Do it. Do it for the Yeti. 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 Do it for the.
All right, we did it for the Yeti. We did it for him. All right. Enough doing it for him. We had a bunch of other ones too, but figured let's crank them out for these wonderful people that have been inducted into this year's. If I like the comments, I'll turn them back on a little bit. Our next one, we're going to keep the old country theme going, apparently, because our next one is a Grand Slam champion, someone who has been with the company once again for quite some time to earn this type of Great Hall nod, the honor. Very loyal, always left comments whenever he watched the shows as well, win or lose. Enjoyed the shows. That's what means the most. Great dude behind the scenes. Amazing character. Quite successful, as we'll talk about here shortly. Your newest inductee into the LTD Great Hall. Is the Redneck Avenger. Redneck Avenger, ladies and gentlemen. RA is a 4-time lethal champ, 2-time Crazy 8, 3-time G6, 2-time world champ, tag champ, Blitzkrieg champ. That's a 6.13 in the old level up rankings that you guys started. Haas, Cowboys from Hell, you know, his team pretty dominant in the G6, a 4-time lethal champ in the old hardcore division with the legacy championship of that. And of course, the Redneck Ranch. RA has been great since day one for a long time. And another reminder that the old rule of having to retire to go into the Great Hall does not exist anymore. We're going to honor people while they're still active. I mean, I've gone back on that. And we'll talk about it here after we induct all 4 of our inductees in, and I'll go back through the list again. Because going forward, we'll only be inducting a handful every year. I just wanted to load up the Great Hall first with the OGs that helped me create and keep this company going for now almost 8 years coming up on this Saturday. I mean, this 30th. AK's in the house. What's happening? Kelly says, congratulations. RA, thanking everybody. Well, we're gonna one up you here in a second. Hell yeah, RA, Redneck Avengers, and congratulations to the Avenger. Congratulations, Big Hoss, RA, Redneck Avenger. Everyone's giving him a big wazza. Congratulations in the chat. You gotta love it. Kind of like this one for him. It kind of sums it up, doesn't it? So, Redneck Avenger. We got a little video for him as well. So let's take a look back at some of the highlights. There's so many. The good old Redneck Avenger, Hoss. Congratulations, my friend. Hats off to you as well, my friend.
Redneck Avenger on a dark horse ride, fighting for justice, no place to hide. Cowboys from hell, outlaws on the loose. Hoss, he's ready, got nothing to lose. Down at the Redneck Ranch, night so wild. Whiskey and smoke, red, white, and blue, so loud. Bottle smashing, fists in the air. America's sons ain't got no care. Fighting the madness, drinking it down. Hoss says the fire won't bomb out of the crown. Redneck Avenger, leave them falling still. Cowboys from hell don't know the thrill. Dusty boots and southern drawl. Every night another brawl. Fists flying in neon glow. Nothing stops him, he's ready to go. Chain smoking hard, the flames ignite. Under the stars in the dead of night. Redneck spirit unbroken, pure. In America's heart he'll endure. Fighting the madness, drinking it down. Hoss says the fire won't bomb out of the crown. Redneck Avenger, leave them falling still. Cowboys from hell don't know the thrill. Fighting the madness, drinking it down. Hoss says the fire won't bomb out of the crown. Redneck Avenger, leave them falling still. Cowboys from hell don't know the thrill.
All right, Redneck Avenger, Hoss, with the Great Hall nod. That was fun putting his slideshow together. You can see the success he had with the tag teams he was with in the G6 team, specifically with the Cowboys from Hell, and then culminating. Why did my PlayStation just shut down? Now I'm all distracted. Fire up, you son of a bitch. All right. So Redneck Avenger figures. Let's take it up a notch. Let's go a little further and show these people. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from the one and only Redneck Avenger. What's happening, Hoss?
Howdy. Boy, this is a heck of a day. This is the best honor I've gotten since I got since WU Hall of Fame, since RAWF Hall of Fame. I have really hit the jackpot here, and this is the best day I've had in a while. I really do appreciate it.
It's a matter of time, my friend. I mean, I praise your loyalty, just hanging out, having fun with the game, taking the win or the loss, and just having fun with it. And people that have done this type of fantasy type wrestling stuff before, I knew coming in would understand, how to play along regardless. And I do appreciate how you've made this so much fun along the way.
Well, thank you so much. It has been amazing. I've had a wonderful time. Win, lose, draw, getting in some good fights, getting in some crazy fights, and then getting some more fights. You can't beat it.
Yeah, man. I can't thank you enough. It's like this should not be the first time we've actually. I mean, I've heard you on the other shows and stuff before, but it's like you said, you've been in other Hall of Fames. You've done this for so long. It's like, do you have like a favorite moment through LTD that you remind you that comes to mind? Like, I know there's a lot of them, like I just said, but is there one moment or a string of moments or an event or anything that kind of rings, hey man, it was a blast?
Oh, well, the whole thing has been a wild ride, but I got to say, the first time I won the world championship, that was probably one of the big highlights right there. Make somebody tap out for the world championship with a claw. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, it means a lot to me to hear that too, because like I wish I could give everyone that feeling, but having so many, it's like only the game's going to decide based on how you were created if you're going to get that reign. And I know I'm pulling back the curtain a little bit, but I really want to, because I think it makes a difference to have people that understand the in and outs and behind the scene as well. And you do, and that's the type of player that I really commit to. Like people, and I said it earlier about leaving comments and stuff. Like I know everyone can't make all the live streams, and you've been hanging with me for 7 fucking years.
Yes, sir. About to be almost 8 now.
Yeah, I mean, and I know everyone, and I respect everyone for that. And a lot of people would have been like, I'll catch a replay here or there, not a big deal. But to take the time to leave the comments, to really add to the character in the chats and stuff like that. And I look forward to the gift of gab stuff. See what you still have left in the tank.
You ready for something there?
Yeah, I mean, I've been challenging all you XW or current whatever people that have been doing promos. I'm like, now's the time. Let's see it. And I've seen Count and Mordred and Storm and some guys step up, so I can't wait to see what you got in store.
Are you ready? One of my favorite comedians is Josh Prey. I get a kick out of him, but he always says something about there's 5 things you need to know. Well, my friends, there are 5 things you need to know about the Cowboys from Hell. There's me. There's Shadow. There's J.W. Calvert. There's Tiffany, and there's Butterfly. That's all you need to know. And you have Sean Shamrock riding herd. Oh, my gosh. This is not going to be a competition. This is going to be a reckoning, and I spell it with a W for a reason. Get ready. Buckle up. Your ass is grass, and I'm a lawnmower.
See, that's the type of stuff that really, like, when I've done all these Get Blaised podcasts, but the ones that really stick out to me are the ones where, as you see in the video at the beginning, it was very weird for me to put pictures of myself on there because I'm normally pretty humble. I don't want to be on TV, never meant to be, but it makes it so much better. Like some of the episodes we've had where you guys come on and really, really add depth to this show by doing your character, no matter how you're going to do it. So I look forward to more, and congratulations, overdue. And I mean, like I said before, don't expect the Redneck Avenger to go anywhere. The rule of retiring after this is not there. So Redneck Avenger still full-time, and so glad to have you on here tonight, my friend, and look forward to seeing what you got for Gift of Gab. And we'll be doing a lot more Get Blaised, so people can either come on live and do a promo or send in a written one or a recorded one. We'll talk about that here in a minute when I go over Gift of Gab. But Hoss, my brother, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Any final words?
That's all, folks.
You're the man. Appreciate you, bro. So, I mean, that's one thing that I've wanted to tap into since I started, but I had to get rid of all the bad weeds and I had to kind of make the garden look the way I wanted the garden to look, to use a pun, to really tap into you guys' creativity. And this guy's got the creativity. You've only seen part of the red. I'm trying to sell these characters for you guys, but now to give you guys the ability to sell your character more, that is really going to take it to another level. So speaking of a different level, another way, I mean, we're going to talk behind the scenes a little more because everyone controls their character differently. You can have people that are vocally in the character 100%, people that surround their character with other characters, people that males that run females, females that run males, whatever. And that's the beauty of it, I think, is really using your imagination. Excuse the shit out of me. But imagination and creativity are the two things that I want to bring out from you guys a little more. I know for the first 5 or 6 years, it was BLAISE'S way. And I love how my logo pops up when I do that. It was BLAISE'S way. But now I really want you guys to help mold it and do that Dungeons and Dragons type thing. A lot of our angles were created by what you guys are talking about in the chat. Stuff with us on the world tour and stuff. And you guys got creative when we were on the boats. So I want creativity. Use the surroundings I'm giving you. I'm trying to schedule matches now to give you guys in the gift of gab when you're doing your promos. Hey, I fought you in a 6-man, or I fought you in this rumble, or we were in a tag match not long ago. So it is still BLAISE'S way. But now I want your input more than ever. And hopefully maybe I'll get to bring 2 people on, which we've gotten to do with Count and Mordrin and some of those guys. Bring them on, let them banter back and forth. But it has to be a controlled environment for me. I've seen other places that do that. And when you have 17 people or 5 on the screen, it can get a little crazy. If it's not organized enough where you have a host that's throwing it to people. That's kind of what I did with the WrestleSense when I did my podcast with that. I was just the host, the fan that watched. And I threw it to the guys that wrestled before, they're wrestling now, the commentators that actually commentate now in the indies. That was WrestleSense to me. I was the fan that got to interview my 3 friends that just so happened to be in the business. Now I want to grab the promo end, which we've been doing with Gift of Gab 1, 2, and 3, and take it to another level. Someone like Redneck Avenger is going to be able to do that. And someone who's flipped the script and done it a little differently as well. And there's no wrong way to do it. That's like the main rule for e-fetting, right? No wrong way to do it, whether it's the company or your character or whatnot. It's all about the person running the company, how much they want to tolerate or what they want to endure or what they want to bring together. So our final competitor, along with Blade Charge, who ran Valkyries of Wrestling, ran his own company, and that would be another one and only. I could say that for each one of you guys, but I appreciate you. Lady Devil, formerly known as Satan's Angel, the daughter of Medusa, Selena Medusa Angel, the mystical demon angel Titan, a 3-time double Duchess, a 4-time battle queen, 2-time tap out princess, mixed monarch. Also, just like Cougar, 4 different championships. Grand Slam champion, 4.11 on the old, always LTD United, always, supporting the show, whether LD is booked or not, brings the family in, adds a different element to her character by having other characters with her. And always, a unique character, an honor. Yeah, you guys, go ahead, pour it on. Congratulations, Lady Devil. Lady Devil's been here for quite some time. Jake, you're a current member. It's only for the 4 new members of the Great Hall. We'll bring you on another time, son. Don't you worry. We're getting to the Gift of Gab soon where you guys will be able to cut promos on the show. But we're already at that magical hour mark. But obviously want to take a look at some of the highlights and whatnot of Lady Devil. Congratulations, LD, SA. I always thought that was funny because I think of Hispanic. Oh, SA, not that type of SA. But Satan's Angel, Lady Devil, always great supporter and glad to have you a part of leaning towards death wrestling. Well deserved to all 4 of the new inductees. Here's some more on Lady Devil.
Born from shadows where the legends weave, with serpentine grace she takes her leave. Her eyes are lightning, jagged strikes in her wake. Darkness takes flight. Medusa's blood runs deep and wild. Athens trembles like a frightened child. Golden whispers, secrets untold. Guardian fierce, her heart is cold. Lady Devil from Athens, she prowls at night. Wings unfurl, bringing ancient fright. Titan of myths, fierce and unseen. Beware the dark, for she is queen. Temples crumble, sacred grounds break. At her feet, the earth does quake. Evil darkness cloaks her form. In her presence, skies storm. Legends speak of her dread name. Warrior angel bound by no shame. Protector fierce, none dare defy. In her gaze, mortals die. Ancient whispers call her forth from underworld to the earth. Fate of heroes, breaker of chains. Her mythic power forever remains.
Yeah, Lady Devil. Very, very well deserved, as I said before. Congratulations to Lady Devil. Checking something. And we're going to hear from the reaction of what it means to him for LD to be in this great hall. So we got LD's creator in the building. Just let me know, like, how you feel being in the great hall and having your character.
Oh, that is an honor. It is one of the biggest honors that you can have.
Now, same thing that I asked RA. It's like I read off all the accolades that LD has. Is there like anything that sticks out that like is your favorite or moment or any moments or anything of what happened with LD ever?
Well, I remember the first time she actually walked through her first tournament and won the Battle Queen for the first time off of former Desert Rose.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Man,
so he walked that entire tournament.
Yep. Yeah, I haven't done tournaments in a while like that style, like right away. Like the other night doing it, I was like, man, I need to, because I'm a tournament junkie, so I love doing this. I love doing them. So we just did that one the other night. We'll see. But yeah, when it comes down to it, it's a lot of the same things I said about Cougar and Blade Charge and Redneck Avenger. Just, not only the character themselves, but your loyalty to the show, what you do in the live chats, always supporting.
Right.
Like that.
And also having my own company.
Yes. And I mentioned that about Blade Charge too. People that know their own companies that have, like I mentioned RA, like doing similar role-playing games in the past helps in here. So having other people that have their own companies as well definitely helps to understand, the bigger thing and having fun with it, no matter what the game gives you.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of accolades out there. Huge cornerstone for not just this company, but myself and my character. ever since entering the DWS from Atticus. So
Mm-hmm. And I saw that.
Always helpful, and that's big too. And that's the type of people that I was attracted to once I started meeting so many doing this 8 years ago. That I'm like, I like the people that don't care about winning or losing as much. I mean, of course you're gonna not want to lose, but being able to handle it because it's the longevity of the game, just the involvement of the game. You get it, you understand, and you understand how much work it puts, in behind the scenes, put shows together and stuff.
Exactly. And also with the tag team of LD and Jen, it just became more legendary.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the other thing. So many people that are getting paired up to other people and tagging with people they know, or meeting new people, or having a run with as a G6 or this division or tag. Like I said, the same thing with RA when he talked about having that feeling of getting a world title. I wish everyone could get that. Like I remember back to Blade Charge when he was the character that quote unquote saved the world from that rocket. And then
there you go.
Whenever Steel City Committee won the stable war, and I didn't even want them to win. They were a throw-in team. Blade Charge was the only one that got a title shot because they were all my characters. Blade Charge got the world title shot and became the world champ. Like it was such a video game helping close the story for me. I was so thankful because Blade Charge is such a great dude and so loyal to the show that I wanted him to get that feeling. But I'm not just going to give someone a world championship. The game has to give it to him. So unfortunately,
you're right.
And I always tell the Drum Monkey story too. He's like, he was with the company for almost 2 years before he won any championships. Because there's a lot of people in here, and I can't give titles to everybody. So, and that's what I love about with Lady Devil too. You're always trying to do something in the chat, with the family around her, with stuff like that. Yeah, Blade Charge.
Exactly.
So, like, you're always trying to, use your character and not just come in the chat. Not that people come in the chat just saying hi and being a part of the show that way isn't bad, but you've been a shining example of using your character regardless. Just come in and be that character.
And look where I started up to now.
Yep. Yeah, you have a now a character story, a development of the character throughout the 7 years here and all that. It's like now you can look back and be like, remember when she was Satan's Angel and then she was this and then she changed again and she got really fierce and then she got to do a tag team and started proving she could team up with people and
exactly.
Now you have a backstory, and that's like I've been trying to tell people that, use whatever the game gives you and have fun with it. Use it to your character. You've always done that really well. And Lady Devil, as much as she is like one of those homage characters off of Medusa and that type of family, you have so many branches that you use to make it creative and innovative. And that's what I love about a character like this.
And I knew exactly what I was doing when I created her to be in the DWS.
Yeah, and we're glad to have you, man. And this is another reason why I wanted to change that rule from retirement and then being in the Great Hall, which is to some professions you have to be retired before you can get any type of Hall of Fame. But around here, I started thinking about it, and I'm like, why wouldn't I want to honor these people while they're still playing? You know what I mean?
And there you go.
Because like whatever happens and someone's not playing anymore, they can't be around anymore, and their character's not here anymore because they haven't shown up for 5 months or whatever, or they just decide they're not into it no more or whatever. And then I put them in there 3 years from now. That's not as impactful to me as like doing it now. Like you guys are still playing. We get to cheer on these 4 now Great Hall members. But I'm going to talk more about that here in a second once I let LD go because we've loaded up the Great Hall now, but it's going to slow down. I'll talk about that in a minute. Thanks so much, LD. Anything else you want to say before last words here?
Yes. I've heard people saying they wanted Satan's Angel to come back. And I got to tell you, she may be gone, but you're looking right at her when you see LD.
Amen. Appreciate it, man.
FA is alive.
All right. Thanks, my friend. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Congratulations. Always. We got another one solo season in the building that I see out there. Welcome to the show. You're tuning to Blaze Radio. Do it now. Do it. Get to the chopper. So that's why we started doing Great Hall while they're still going, honoring these people. And now we have 4 more added to the list. 4 definitely worthy of it. We can go back to 2015 or kayfabe, 10 years ago. So 2090, not 2100. But Great Hall. And what's coming soon is the gift of gab. We're going to talk about gift of gab if you guys want to talk about promos. And that's what I mean. So, like Solo missed when I explained. LD isn't the type of character that actually voices and plays Lady Devil, but is the creator, is the one behind it, as opposed to RA, who will play the character, as opposed to other, like so many people play the game differently, and I love it. But those who want to do promos and want to play your character, whether it's typing it out or whether it's voicing it or videoing it, the opportunity is coming really soon. We're going to talk about that here in just a second. Cody Hagen's in the house as well. What's happening? No, because you missed the whole show. You've been MIA. So we will have promos played more going forward. And we'll talk about Gift of Gab here in a second. Let me just cover the Great Hall one last time. Congratulations to Cougar Knight, Blade Charge, Lady Devil, and Redneck Avenger, our newest members. And we got Goddess of Pain, Cowboy John, Corey Quinn, Riley Wolf, Cassie, Chan, Shifty, and Shalky went in this year as well. So that's way too many to go in 1 year. I understand that. But like I said, what I wanted to do was build a Great Hall. And now pretty much, except for a couple more who are probably going to go in soon, I was trying to find one more to have a 40th. Now, there's a lot of you guys that have been here for 3 or 4 years. There's a lot of you guys that have been here for 3 or 4 years that deserve to be in the Great Hall, but you're not going to be in it yet. Yeah, so doing the video, hold off on your video and your audio promos and your type promos. We're doing that beginning in November. We have a lot more stuff going on now. It's game night today, Masquerade Ball next Saturday, and then when Gift of Gab starts the following Saturday, you guys are about to know here in a second who your Gift of Gab round 1 opponent is. So congratulations to all the members of the Great Hall. You get free, Jake Bagwell will remind you, you get free drinks when you're at the shows if you're a member of the Great Hall on this list. So those prior in the white on the top left, those are all prior to the digital era. That's back in eFed World message board days. And then Lord Amadeus in the green is the first ones here on YouTube in 2022, which is 3 years ago, which would be 2097. Kayfabish. Mordrin, Mr. U-Taker, Pete Wall, Mrs. U-Taker, Raven. We got too many U-Takers and Nightwalkers in my Hall of Fame. Bill Hates Sr., Sean Shamrock, Wrestling Mama, Jake Bagwell, Yeti, Super. And this will be on the mat for the Great Hall show this Thursday is when they're in. Today is just the announcement of who the 4 are. They will literally get inducted on Thursday. They get to pick their opponents. Now, Redneck Avenger has decided, and I don't know if he wants to, but I'm going to bring him back on. RA. He might not be around. All right. If he gets back around, he can let us know in the chat. He has challenged the world champion. So Dragonheart versus Redneck Avenger is booked. Blade Charge gets to pick his opponent as well. So Blade Charge gets to pick his opponent. Lady Devil gets to pick her opponent. And Cougar Knight has picked Goddess of Pain. So the Great Hall, newest members, congratulations to those, including Cassie, Chance, Shifty, Shulky, Killer Neptune, Paragon, Matt Henstock. We have so much history now. We have so much storyline throughout 7 years with these characters. We can now have a Great Hall. And we're going to have year-end awards also. We'll talk about those here in a little bit. And here are your nominations. These are the categories where you in the chat can nominate. You'll be able to nominate people by DM. Not this live chat, but I'll open it up certain times to get nominations. But you can send in your nominations for this year's awards. Who's the Gladiator of the Year? If you got to go to the website and look and see who was champions all year, do that. I decided want to toss in a promo with so I can't say it in chat. I won't make the same mistake twice. Well, you're going to have to wait now, Cody, because we locked in the roster for November. You're abducted by the aliens right now. Keep showing up to the shows and maybe the aliens will let you go. So Cody Hagan is confirmed to be one of the 12 men now abducted by the aliens. He will not be active in November unless he consistently shows up. He's abducted by aliens. So if you want to nominate someone, you want to nominate yourself, Atticus, I can't really stop you, I guess. But I'll probably take that into consideration when I'm tallying them up. Cody is abducted by aliens. He is one of the 12 that was missing. It's part of the reasons why you're missing. Because you need to play along with the person running the show. If you don't do it, you won't be on the show. So you can nominate your favorite theme song. You can nominate up to 3 nominations. So I will send this out and you can just let me know what nomination. So if you have like show of the year, you know, Red October 2, Moon City 3, and Game Night, whatever. If you want to tag the show or whatever. Event of the year. You got Stable of the Year, Gladiator of the Year. So you can vote on whatever you want. But first we do nominations. After you guys nominate everybody, I'll pick the top nominees. And what we'll do from there is put this same poster out with the nominees and you'll actually vote on who's to win. So this isn't who's winning. This is who your nominees are. So you can nominate up to 3 for each category. And then once I get all the nominations, I'll tally it up. Whoever has the most, I'll send it back out. And you guys will be able to actually vote for who you think will win. Those are the 15 categories. Let's catch up to where we're currently at before we go over today's match card. And we're going back to what? The Stable War, the final Stable War. Man, we had a world tour. Man, we've done a lot. This has been a crazy year. Old School Legacy, Stable War, Misfit Toys, Bounty Hunters. Round 2, semifinals. All right, there it is. Stable War Finals. Ooh, there goes my earpiece again. Anarchy and Chaos versus the Misfit Toys. Misfit Toys made an incredible comeback. But it was not enough to win. Dragonheart with a win. It was Azrael and Matt Storm, actually. They won to make it 7-3, which clinched it for ACE. And then the aliens returned, and we went back to the moon. Moon City Arena show, where we had the LD one for the women, Atticus one for the men, for their reward. We went to the Redneck Ranch. What do we see there? The alien Alien fought Ivy Pine. Drum Monkey won a shovel match. Cowboys from Hell qualified in the G6. Civil Warriors won a tag title shot. And this is when it changed everything. Chance, Tiny, Riley, Sarah, Shamrock, J-Dog, Shmoo, Rex, and myself, all the managers of the up-and-coming Gift of Gab were announced at the Redneck Ranch. On the Red Lounge, we did the mixed tag tournament where Lady Devil and Joker won their shot, and Carmen and Laura won a tag shot. Red October, we saw Wicked Desires defend their titles, but Wrasslin and Windsor became the new tag champs, which, by the way, Atticus mentioned it in the chat earlier. That tag title match might not happen today. Breaking news. Mike Wrasslin missing in action. Could not find Mike Wrasslin, one half of the tag champs. So we are suspending the tag title match tonight until we find out the whereabouts of Mike Wrasslin. The tag title match will have to wait till this week. It will not go down tonight, and we'll have to find out more on what the hell has happened to Mike Wrasslin. But Wrasslin and Windsor, your tag champs, will fight Atticus and Storm, who qualified, but not today. That same night at Red October, Andy Price became the Warrior champ. Jen Richards became the Princess. Logan became the Crazy 8 champ. LD and Joker won the Mixed Monarch tag titles. Andy won the Blitzkrieg title. Dragonheart and Hotfire Rose defended their titles. The Wolves Den won War Games to keep the G6. And Lonale won their War Games to keep the G6. And John Breakdown won the Lethal title. Moon City 2. Moon City 2. We had Red October 2, Moon City 2. The Gift of Gab preliminary rumbles started out to see what teams would give their team a boost. We'll talk about that here in a second. We had Old School on the Moon, where Kaleb and Demented got a G6 title shot, while Drum Monkey's already a champion. We'll talk about that here in a minute. At MAD in the Moon, we saw the Red Lounge win the second Rumble. This first one went to the Scavengers. Count Z won for the Rebellion. Shifty won on Moon City 3 for the MAD. And we'll go over exactly who won which here momentarily. The Mass Hysteria, Red October 3, I already talked about that. Moon City 3, I already talked about that. Mass Hysteria, we have Butterfly Daisy and Witcher win a G6 title shot they'll get today, and Storm and Atticus won their tag title shot that was supposed to be today, but now is delayed. And we do not know where Mike Wrasslin is. Thursday night was the Golden Pyramid. We closed the final doors of the Crazy 8 and Blitzkrieg title shots. SJ Ray won a Warrior Princess title shot, and the Alien won the main event. These aliens are lurking and jerking above us, folks. Today, we concentrate on game night. We'll talk about Masquerade Ball here in a second, as well as the upcoming match cards. I knew with the Great Hall, today's podcast was never going to be an hour. We're shooting for 2. So, game night, that means prizes. We're going to have 8 prizes, or 8 matches. 8 games. We will have 4 roulettes, 2 ladder chat hangmans, 2 name that tunes. The winners of those will pick a male competitor You have to pick a guy to fight for you to win the prize pack. There'll be a crazy 8-match main event. We're going to start out with Witcher versus Ivy Pine. That's my bounty. I put the bounty on Ivy Pine for C&K. I am the manager of the Bounty Hunters. And Witcher Tony Cox is fighting for my bounty hunters. $100,000 or more. I said 6 figures, not necessarily only 100,000. Could be 300,000. Could be 700,000. It's a 6-figure contract for each of these first 5 matches. The bounties for the bounty hunters. I'm going to show you guys why they're called the bounty hunters today, folks. I am their spokesperson. I am their oracle, if you will. They'll do the work. I'll brag them up. Angelita, Melinda, bounty hunter Melinda Gutierrez will take on and take out Angelita Matthews. All these teams will be short 1 competitor after today. Digital Dog, Atticus Black. We'll hear from Atticus on the show before his match. That is worth a play. We got Drew Hawthorne taking on Gav. Another one-on-one bounty match as bounty hunter Drew Hawthorne, the Revenant, beats the shit out of Gav and sends him back wherever he came from. Totes taking on JW Caliber. I told you all why I picked these 5 competitors. I've heard your responses. This is the strategy. I'm showing you that I'm going to put a bounty on these individuals, and they're either going to go in injured, hurt, or not even able to fight into this gift of gab. We're going to weaken our opponents, and we're going to move in for the kill like only the bounty hunters can. Totes takes out JW Caliber, and I ain't talking about dinner and a movie. Kelly was talking about it. Kelly and Diamond defending their Double Duchess tag titles against Patti and Whisper. Patti earned this right way back when she unmasked the aliens the first time around. She never got her title shot. Here we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, you're gonna talk about a match. It was recorded yesterday. You're gonna talk about a match that you were waiting for. Hey, who are you to know if Mike Wrasslin was missing in action? Patti and Whisper, the Bombshells, have a shot at the Wicked Desires in the Tag Team Championship. Here's the one. With Drum Monkey as the special guest ref, the G6 championships will be on the line. Current champs Jester and Turmoil take on Demented and Kaleb in a tornado tag match for the G6 champs, but only 4 of them are fighting. Drum's just there to count the 3 counter, the tap out. Oh boy. 1 fall for the which way will Drum Monkey will remain a G6 champ, but will it be with the 2 men on the left and C&K, or will it still be with the longest reigning champs right now, the Wolves Den, Jester and Turmoil? The G6 title's on the line. The Dream Weavers. I believe we can get me through tonight. Moving along just as strong and 6 figures richer while Totes scurries off with his tail between his legs to lick his wounds. I ain't giving the money to you. That money goes to my bounty hunters, not you. You're just out there to survive, son. That money goes to my bounty hunters if they successfully complete their bounty. Very colorful attires for the women's G6 titles. Lonale take on Witcher, Daisy, and Butterfly, the Dreamweavers. There'll be a ladder with the championship held above. You guys will have to guess the special word before they unlock it and pull it down. Dallas Cole, with a win over Carmen Gonzalez and winning their territory war fights before Stable War, now has her opportunity to fight Jen Richards, the Warrior Princess, in a ladder match. Oh, and add a Miles Stanley Ward into this mix. He's been added to the fight. It's a triple threat ladder match for the Warrior Championship. Ladder Chat Hangman Part 2. Rman versus Andy Price versus Miles Stanley Ward. Holy cannolis. That's right. Azrael, Roberts, Vipero, Jake, Jay, Vulture, Logan, Storm, Marley, Primetime, Shadow Press, TJ, Ryan. Wait, there's Mike Wasson. He's here. Mordrin, Leo, Kyle, Jeff, Cowboy, Clinton, Joker, Brian, Count, Rob, Jamar, Corey, Lance, Mark, Neo, Shifty, Wally. What is Mike Wasson trying to pull? Is he going to even show up to this match? What is he trying to do? What is going on with Mike Wasson and those tag team titles? We'll find out tonight. Masquerade Ball this week. Check out these matchups. We still need a number one contender for the World Championship, the Lethal Championship, and the Battle Queen title. So there's a 16-man tournament. The winners of the 16-man tournament will get the world title shot. Second place gets the lethal title shot. There'll also be a women's tournament. The winner of that women's tournament will get the Battle Queen title shot at Masquerade Ball. So Jay Vulture, Kelly Mavericks, Rob Machete Jester, Miles Stanley Ward, Matt Storm, Sly Cooper. There's the error. I always make a mistake. It's like, where's Waldo? It's mile, just 1 mile, not 2 miles. Sly Cooper and the Scorpion Ryan Mannion. Dubs, Drum, Jamar and Shadow Man J-Dog. JW Caliber, Turmoil, Totes, and Lance. The winners of those will go into semifinals later on. We'll have the Guess Who matches. Diamond and Azrael have their shot to get their mixed tag titles back, but they got to go through Butterfly and Leo, Demented and Eva, and Goddess and Count. The Guess Who match, it's called Masked Reptile Dysfunction. Oh, boy. And Monsters Invaded, and then the Masked Fatal 4-Way for a Warrior title shot. That's all Tuesday. This is up on the website now, and I'll put it in the Discord later on tonight. Raven, Jade Barrett, Laura Wells, Daisy Spider, Patti, Molly, Carrie, and either Jen or Dallas, whoever's not the champ. Emily, Raven Black, Ivy, and Alien Z has an opportunity to win the Battle Queen Championship. You ladies better not let that happen. The men's semifinals will be right there. There'll be a villain battle in the Guess Who matches. LV Perro versus Kaleb James. That's a preview of their first round match. You'll see that match here in a little bit. Animals in Battle Guess Who match. Kyle Graves versus Marley Good. And Warrior title shot Guess Who match as well. Here's where Blade Charge, Cougar Knight, Redneck Avenger, and Lady Devil will get their induction matches. Plus, former Great Hall members Goddess, Cassie, Shalky, and Mrs. U will fight. Spoiler alert, that's going to be a 5-person match, 6-person match, and the 2 new inductees are going to fight as well. The Great Hall 6-pack, it's going to be a crazy 8. The new inductees, Redneck Avenger, will fight with current Great Hall members, Cowboy John, Sean Shamrock, Shifty, Mordrin, Jake, and Corey Quinn. And then the World Tag Team title has been rescheduled somehow. Mike Wasson weaseling out of fighting for the title tonight. The World Tag Team Championship will be on Thursday. What is the meaning? Why would Mike Wasson pull that, still be in the Rumble tonight, and then defend the titles on Thursday night at the Great Hall It will be your new main event. Where's the error? Yep, you always find one. Rman True fights an alien that night, too. The alien might be unmasked by then. Next Saturday, the Masquerade Ball. SJ Ray has earned the right to fight either Jen or Dallas. We'll find out who Lady Devil and Joker fight earlier in the week. A 30-man rumble to get a Warrior title shot the same day. And they'll fight for the Warrior title later on that day. A family affair Guess Who match. Crazy 8 championships on the line. Logan against Hawkins, TJ, Neo, Sean, Rick, Andy, and Kelly Mavericks. A Gladiator Guess Who match. The Blitzkrieg title is up for grabs. Andy, Mark, John, TJ, Cowboy, Brian, Dubs, Blade Charge, RA, and Hawkins. The Lethal title's on the line. Second place in that tournament we just talked about. Hot Fire Rose defends her Battle Queen against the women who win. And then Dragonheart fights the winner of that mini world title tournament. Good luck to everyone in those fights. That's your match card for this week. But we're not stopping there. Here's your round 1 for the gift of gab. We'll go over the gift of gab stuff here in a second, but first, here is your match cards. We'll go over the details of gift of gab in reverse. Here's your match cards. Now, this is not a round 1 match. This is just a battle. Oh, wait, no. Where's it at? That is a round 1 match. Where's Tuesday? That's Wednesday. Where's Tuesday? So, okay, on Tuesday, it's going to be the Scavengers versus the Red Lounge versus the C&K, and there'll be triple threat matches. Unless I just got these mixed up. Maybe I'll show it in a second. This is the round 1 match. Rebellion won one of the Rumbles. They get a 5-point boost. These are your first round gift of gab opponents that you'll be promoing against. Keep in mind, you're going to promo basically 3 different ways. Against your one-on-one opponent, against your tag or G6 opponent, and against that whole team as a whole. So you choose. But you have up to 3 promos for this fight. Starting now, I guess. It should wait till November 1st. But if you want to do your first promo early, I'm not stopping you, but I'd rather you wait. Now, the stipulation match, we're going to roll a dice. Roll a die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it'll be a 6th one also. And we'll find out what stipulation match that day. So that's a new added thing you can promo about. It doesn't matter what table, ladder, KO, blood, cage. Doesn't matter the stipulation. I'm going to beat you. That type of shit. So everyone's going to fight twice. You fight a singles match, and then the ladies fight a tag match. The men fight a G6 match. It's the best of 7 matches. So if someone wins the first 4 matches, it's over. They're going to the next round. Simple as that. Triple threat briefcase matches will go on after. This is the format we'll have for the majority of the month of November. Maybe I just mixed it up and put Tuesday later on. Here's Thursday. Shifty Andy Price is MAD versus ACE in the first round. Now, who they fight in the next round, we don't know. There's the 3 teams that have advanced. Sunshine versus Diamond. Mark Caliber and Matt Storm. I hope for very good promos out of that. Kelly and Cougar. I'm hoping for good promos out of both of that. I know Cougar can cut promos. She's done it before. Kelly too. I'm expecting audio promos from both of them. If you're listening, Cougs. Joker and Atticus. Yeah, did I talk about who? Yeah, Redneck Avenger and Kelly Mavericks. I expect good stuff from those two as well. Triple Beat out there and Redneck Avenger. Bring it on. So you guys can promo against your opponents, your teams. Yeah, make it fun, man. Be creative. I keep saying use your imagination and be creative. Tell me a story. Atticus versus Joker. And Joker handpicked you, Atticus. He got the first pick. And Mark Caliber handpicked Matt Storm out of Stormer Andy. So it was obviously shifting Andy. Because they won that second round, they got to handpick their opponents. So Joker actually picked you, Atticus. Yeah, Gav and JW, those I'm expecting good promo battle there too. Oh, it gets better. So triple threat briefcase matches at the bottom here. I'll show you the tournament bracket for that in a little bit as well. SJ in the building. Speaking of SJ, she'll be in a triple threat match. And then I was hoping for this matchup, and it did end up being Bounty Hunters versus Chosen Family. Digital Dog versus Jeff Matthews, Whisper and Witcher, Drew Hawthorne and Jake Bagwell. I expect really good stuff from there. Sped's done some good stuff. We know Jake can cut promos. Melinda versus Angelita. I expect some good stuff there too. Totes and Mordrin. Need I say more? Totes and Mordrin. Melinda, Angelita. Drew versus Jake. Witcher versus Whisper, Digital versus Jeff, and the tag matches as well as some triple threats. Maybe I didn't screenshot the Tuesday match card. No, I didn't. I did want to show this Drum Monkey promo, though. He did a diary entry, and it's basically like drum lying on his stomach with his legs kicked up, leg warmers going side to side rhythmically, Debbie Gibson's Electric Youth blaring in his headphones, staring at his diary's blank page. And he said, oh, this Saturday night, I'm going to pickle. Me and my besties duke it out for the G6 titles. But the problem is, I'm best with all of them. That's the case. The board wants me to be, he says, the board had a big to-do about little old me. Tell you, diary, I felt like the prettiest gal in the 4-H club. Really know how to give old man the spotlight. But then which team do I choose? Shamrock brought me in, but then C&K practically shaped my career afterwards. Every title damn near is because of C&K. If not for them, I've never teamed with Turmoil and Jester, and the Wolves Den was born from that. And all we've done is become the longest reigning G6 champions. Couldn't choose. The board did it for me. I got to be the referee. Go beat up my friends, beat each other up. Better get that vertical pinstripe shirt so I don't look too fat. Yeah, you got the same shirt Riley got. Sometimes Puppet and other girls tease me about my weight. Oh, come on now. I hope they know I'm calling it right down the middle, but I am not opposed to some damn weapons. All I know is it's going to be my fray phrase going in, and we are going to be the best fray phrase going out. Drum Monkey snaps. Awake, drenched in a cold sweat. Jiminy Cricket, yikes, man. I really laughed the C&K ice cream sandwiches for dessert. Well, it was all a dream. I used to eat C&K ice cream. Gift to Gab. You drop a promo, we'll play it on the air. We'll show it on the air. We'll read it on the air. This is our 4th installment of Gift to Gab. Video or audio promos, 2 minutes or less. They need to be short. If you do a 3-minute promo, you're not going to be disqualified, but it's not going to count as well. It's because there's a lot of people in this competition. And if I'm going to be able to play or read or watch promos, and there's a lot of them, they can't be longer than 2 minutes. I know that's tough for some people. They can't be 300 words or more. I know that's tough for some people, but it's for a reason. Under 2 minutes. Please. If you send one that's over, I'll probably let you know about it first. I just want it to be fair for everybody. Make it like it's a TV promo. In between a match, right before a commercial, they cut to you in the back or whatever. Have a setting. Be creative. Use your imagination. Use an interviewer person if you want. Make up an interviewer if you want. Set a scene. Go back to the map of Moon City. Say you're at the Redneck Ranch. Say you're here. Say you're there. If it's a couple seconds, I'm not going to be. If it's almost 3 minutes, probably won't count. If it's 2 minutes, and 3 seconds, no, I'm not going to. No more than 2:15, because then you're pushing a limit. So I'll give you a 15-second cushion on the little overrunner stuff, but make it like a commercial, like a TV promo. If you want to do a longer promo, come alive and do one. Come on the show and do it. I know some of you guys are writers and you're used to writing longer, in-depth, more detailed stuff. Just make it concise. Your writing's going to be better than most people anyway. Just give me something short. Yeah, use the Redneck Ranch as a backdrop. Say you're at the Red Lounge. Be at Moon City. Be on the fake beach that we created up here. We're going to make it rain in November. Hint, hint. Yeah, we're stuck here for another month. Spoiler alert. We're stuck here for another month. November rain. We're going to make it rain in this bubble. Literally. So the head-to-heads, you got 3 promos. The basic rule is when your match is announced, you have 3 promos for that match. I would say wait till November 1st before you start dropping promos. But if you want to drop them before the 1st, you can. But then something comes up, like look what happened here tonight. I'm going to use Atticus and Kelly not as a guinea pig. They're doing phenomenal in promos, and I love the involvement. But something's already happened, which makes some of their promo a little different. Don't get me wrong, I love the promos. But if they're like right before a podcast, that might be a little too late. And that's another thing to bring up. When you're doing your promos, try to make them a little broad. So if something goes down, which is tough, shit might happen and something in your promos dated. So what? I'll sell it that it was recorded. No big deal. You got previously on LTD things all the time in wrestling. I changed my mind about the finals. The finals were going to be a 4-way. And all 4-way matches, I'm not going to do that. I might just still do that. See, I'm still up in the air with it. The 4 corners finals, because you got the single. Yeah, you got the singles in the first round. I did change something. I just have to figure out what it is, but I don't think it's too. The Discord channel is your main artery for promos. There's a couple outliers that aren't in the Discord that can still send me promos. But everyone else is in the Discord. Everyone is. The game still decides who wins. That's why I call it a promo boost tournament. It's only going to help your character a little bit. The way you created your character, move set, entrance, and look and all that, that's what decides who wins. The game's a crapshoot. No matter how you 100 overall or not, in detailed move set or not, it's a crapshoot. We saw a 35 beat 100. We've seen 80s beat hundreds. You know, it is what it is. The game's going to do weird shit regardless. We've kind of tweaked it to make it what we like to include as many people as possible. If you have any questions about the rules and stuff, let me know. You can earn up to 5 to 15 attribute lead going into a battle. That means the other 5 people will either be at 95, 90, 85. And you'll be the hundreds. So you can get a boost based on the promos. I have a couple judges along with me and your votes. So that's going to be the same as well, too. So your votes, you put an emoji, and I'm only going to count one emoji. If you put 5 emojis, it's going to count as one vote. So put any emoji next to a promo. That is your vote for that promo. That might help that team. But that's only 1/4 of the vote. 2 judges, me, and that. So it's 1/4 of the vote. Still a good bit of the vote. It could swing it. It could be 1/5 of the vote if I have the 3 judges. I got either 2 or 3. So right now we got 2 teams going in the first round with a 5-point attribute lead. It'll be 100s versus 95s. We got some people that got to pick their first opponent. There's only 5 people, so as soon as 1 or 2 people pick, the other one is just made. But I wanted to have some kind of advantage based on the promos. And then after the first round, it gets down to 3. So we go from 9, and that's why 3 of them got buys. Once after the second round, once we get down to 3 teams, all the teams that have been eliminated, you can get a second chance. You get to promo your way back into the finals, and there's 4. Now, whether we do head-to-head for the finals and do 2 semifinals and a final or a 4-way head-to-head, I'm not sure. Let's take a minute before we finish up the show here. All right, we can do it 2 different ways. Or we can do final of 4-way finals. That means you'll be promoting against 3 people. Or once we get down to 4, we pair them up. We do head-to-head for the rest of it. So we'll just do head-to-head through the whole thing. There is a Discord, but I only get people that are on the actual roster or associated in there. So if people are going to debut, once they debut, then I let them in the Discord. That's just to protect the Discord. Unfortunately, that's why I want to show promos on these Get Blaised podcasts. So keep them short. I want people to hear them or watch them. That's why I'm challenging you guys, audio and video promos. Reach out to someone, Google it. Go find a AI voice to say it for you. I'm challenging you guys. I don't want a bunch of written promos. I want audio and video. Whether you video yourself or just record an audio and put a picture behind it or whatever, that's the type of promos I want. It doesn't take that long. You can just hit record and just record your voice for a minute or 2 and send it in. Just off the cuff promo if you want. Those are the ones I'm encouraging. Most of the people, if anyone that's in the Gift of Gab is uncomfortable with that, drop me a DM and let me know, and I'll replace you. I'll get someone else, because that's what I want. I don't want someone to have to read a novel to find out what's going on in Gift of Gab. I want them to watch a TV show. Now, I could sell Drum Monkeys a little bit there. I can read a couple, but my voice I have to say for commentating. So I want you guys to use your creativity and do not just give me a bunch of type promos. Whether you just record a video or you do editing or not, it doesn't matter. If it's audio or video, it's going to get like 3 or 4 times the weight of a written promo. I'm sorry. That's the evolution of this game. If you want to type them out, that's why they should be short when they're typed, so we can get right to the point. Here's what they wanted to hammer home in that promo. Before in the Gift of Gab, it was, why should you be in the Gift of Gab? Then it was, why should you get a buy in the first round? Or why should your guy win? It's a little different now. No, I want more of that, SJ. That was always the end game. The end game was always to have live promo battles on this podcast and to be able to show your promos or listen. Audio is the best part, because as I'm commentating during the show to play your promo, when I rewatch the shows, that has added so much to the shows for me. And I think to a normal, even someone outside the company watching, that's going to add so much more to your character. I can sell your character very well as far as calling your moves. You can sell your character's personality way better than even I can. I can do a good job of it because I've gotten to know you guys and your characters very well. But these are the rules, and there's rules for a reason. Label your promos. Put a setting in your promo. Promo 1, promo 2. Round 1, promo 1. Round 2, promo 2. You know, rebellion against rebellion, promo 1. Use your own style. I'm giving you guys a lot of rope to work with, but I'm going to have an end to that rope. Because I have people that write novels. I have people that make long segments, and I love them, but I can't afford to do that when we have half of this roster in this event. We had over 100 promos last time. Like less than 10% of them, about 10%, probably a little, maybe 15% were video or audio. I want maybe half. If I can get half audio, video, that's what I desire. 2 minutes or less. If you got to write it down first and then cut the promo, do that. You got to put it up in front of you like a teleprompter, do that. You got to put a fake picture of you or an avatar of you when you talk and you don't want to show your face, then do that. Anything you want. If you want to type out your promos, do that. Less than 300 words, but I normally don't count the setting in your words, to be honest. But keep it close to 300. Keep it under 2 minutes. In between matches it's a TV segment. It's a TV segment. It's a TV segment. That's the one I can hammer home. It's a TV segment. But this time around, you guys have managers. That's another added thing. You got a tag team, a G6 team, and you have a manager. 6 people to work with to write your promos. I am the manager, not really telling them what to do type of manager. There's a bunch of different types of managers. That's why I'm also calling them captains, not always managers. Shmoo for the MAD. Riley, and I'm going to break the news right now, guys. Riley Wolf is no longer the manager of the Red Lounge. Riley Wolf is now one of your full-time referees. Shulky will be replacing Riley as the Red Lounge manager. Shulky is replacing Riley as the Red Lounge manager. So Shulky, now Tiny, Sarah, and Shulky, we have 3 women managers. So Riley Wolf, not a manager. Shulky is the Red Lounge. Sean Shamrock for the Cowboys from Hell. He's already cut promos. He's done his video audio promos, which are great. I encourage you guys to try to keep up. Chance, I'm hoping to hear from him about his team. J-Dog is embracing his team in the group chat. Let's hear more from him. Mrs. Utaker, you know she'll give you her opinion. Same thing with Sarah. And I don't want to hear from the last one, but I'm afraid we're going to. Here's your teams and how they mount up. The other half of the roster is in the Triple Threat Briefcase tournament. I think I put the first. Yeah, here's your first round. Here's the tournament bracket. So you got the Cowboys from Hell versus the Rebellion. And we talked about the matches earlier. MAD versus ACE. MAD handpicked ACE. They wanted you guys. And the Bounty Hunters and the Chosen Family. The Red Lounge, the CNK, and the Scavengers. They may not necessarily take on the winner that they're lined up against. It may be different. See, most of you guys don't want the 4-way finals. I think we might go back to semifinals instead of just a 4-way final. That's 70% on 20 votes. It's like a mini stable war, basically. But it's beyond the rules of stables. Remember what the rules of stables are. No more than 4 on a team. And that includes a tag team and a G6. But these are separate tag teams in G6 for 2 different divisions. The manager is the 6th one. So these are teams of 6, but there's no more than a G6 team or a tag team on any of these teams. So they did stay within the rules of stables. ACE are the only ones that have the right to more, but they're kind of split in half right now with this man on one side. The last time we did triple threat briefcase, Dragonheart came back with the world title and the warrior title. Hotfire Rose came back with the tap out princess title with a double duchess. Butterfly and Rose. Oh, quit doing that. I got my timeout on my PlayStation. Come on back, PlayStation. We're going to go. We got a show to do yet. Hotfire Rose won her triple threat briefcase. Come on. And won 2 out of 3 of the titles. Here's your triple threat briefcase. Triple threat briefcase this time around will be triple threat matches. Normal triple threat matches. The women will go to singles matches for semifinals. The men will stay in triple threat pretty much all the way through. Oh, as far as gifted gab, all 3 men will get world title shots. It might be a fatal 4-way. Don't bitch about it. So all 3 men getting world title shots, both women getting Battle Queen title shots. I'll break all that down once we get closer to the end of these tournaments. Here are your 3-on-3s. Rick, Primetime Marley, Turmoil, Jesse, Sly, Vulture, Wally, Leo, Hawkins, Graves, Toad, Jamar, Machete, MSW, Clinton, Mike, Corey, Cowboy, Roberts, is Azrael, Breakdown, Windsor, Neo Extreme, and then a 4-way because there's an alien thrown in there. Jester, Brian, Blade Charge, and a fucking alien. Do not let the alien win. Shalky, Patti, Emily, Jade, and this is by choice. I didn't make these matches. These were from the wheel. Remember the wheel? Drum Monkey in the building. Well, win it with your team, Matt. So that's why Patti and Emily in the same match, Carrie and Jade, I probably wouldn't have done that. But the wheel did this. Welcome in, Drum. We inducted our 4 new members of the Great Hall. We're getting ready for the show. So your triple threat briefcase will be tournaments on the long side to gift a gab. Once again, here's a reminder. Cougar Knight, Blade Charge, Lady Devil, and Red members. You can now DM me nominations for year-end awards, whichever ones you want to. I'll send out to just about everybody. I'm just going to send out this to 1 million people, and you guys just nominate whoever you want. So you can nominate 3 moments. You can nominate 3 stables. I know 2 stables that should be on there. It's either ACE or Redneck Ranch. It should only be 2 stables that we're voting on. So the stable of the year one, we don't really need nominations for. We'll use the Stable War 17 and 18 winners. But if you can remember a moment of the year, an entrance theme song that's your favorite, put 3 of them in there. Who's the rookie of the year? Who's the Battle Queen rookie? What's the feud of the year? What's the match of the year, show of the year, event of the year? Show and event are kind of close, but event would be like Red October is an event. It was the whole month. You know what I mean? Like The Gathering is an event. The show would be like Thursday in December. It was this show. That's what I mean by show. So you guys can send in your nominations now for the year-end awards, which will go in long December. And that's it. Congratulations to the new members. Entrance theme of the year. You guys can vote for all that good stuff. And we will be live here shortly from the moon. So we covered so much. That was so much. That was like a ridiculous amount of information. If you're watching a replay, please leave me a comment, or you'll end up like Cody trying to get back on the roster, showing up more than just once every 5 Saturdays. Cody Hagan, he's abducted by the aliens now, and so are many others. We covered everything. We have your gift of gab. First round matches set. Game night's about to start, and you know what that means. Games and prizes. And we'll have fun on the moon. Appreciate y'all for being a part of the show. See you in a few after I finish setting that up. Grab a quick bite. And y'all just got blazed. Please leave me a comment on this stream so I know you guys stopped by. You guys in the live chat, you guys are killing it. We had a bunch. Shout out to Cougar, our number 1. Matt Storm, JW, Jesse, Joker, Brandon Bones, Tenu, Blade Charge, RA, Blade Charge and RA, congratulations. Along with Cougar, along with Lady Devil. It's good to have all 4 of the people that got inducted here, too. That meant a lot to me. Odd, Simon, Atticus, Monstar, Jiggles, Jamar. It's good to see old heads come back around. Jiggles, Sarah, Hot Fire Rose, Triple Beat, Solo Season, Greg John, Leo, Jeff, Wally, Jake, Clint, Charles Adderley, Crimson Ninja, Logan, Cody, even though you're abducted by aliens, Primetime, Raven, SJ, Patti, Tiffany, Drum Monkey, AJ, Jen, and Miles Stanley Ward. We'll be live here in a little while, folks, and I'll see you in my streams. I'm out of here. Y'all just got blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed. 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 Get blazed. Blazed.
Blaised.